Okay, we'll see how this goes. 16 weeks until caveman mode. For all of you who might be considering on cutting way back on your internet usage, these are some of the kinds of things you might want to think about. This last week I've been thinking a lot about music. I had thought I had a flash drive with everything I ever had written, not much, just over about 1,000 pages, and some music, so I hadn't been that worried about what I will do about music to listen to once in caveman mode. I fantasized about buying a radio and going back to the 40s kind of lifestyle. Then I remembered the ads. I think they could either start to annoy the hell out of me, especially if I am enjoying what I am listening to, or they could start to amuse and intrigue me because I won't quite be able to understand everything. Hence, room for growth. Obviously, I should listen to 7 stations for a day apiece and decide after a week if radio listening is for me. I met this nice guy this morning who takes listening to music very seriously. It was so delightful to encounter that perspective. He is probably the most musically knowledgeable person I have ever met when it comes to music produced in the US between 1960 and 1990, in terms of bands, musicians, vocalists, and Western instruments. I don't know if he knows anything about Middle Eastern instruments, traditional Chinese music or whatnot. I was telling him I watched a beautiful movie last night about the saz, S-A-Z, which has lots of different kind of shapes. It's older than the guitar. It's got that teardrop shape. It's like, and then a really long thin neck. Anyway, I asked him to identify the most influential or watershed album in English for every year between 1960 and 1980. So my latest plan is to download a library of 50 epic albums from 50 different genres. It might be fun to listen to one repeatedly for 1 week and take the lot. I was going to write the last 2 weeks of December to enjoy the silence, but then I remember the Catholic Church down the mountain and the new pastor's penchant for promoting even more loud activities. For example, church bell tolls gonging for half an hour starting at 5 a.m. if it's an important feast day. Anyway, so that's what I've been trying to figure out this week. Next week, I should probably start asking close friends and family members for their phone numbers. I have a few already. I did not do so well this week at waiting before turning on my computer. I know it's the same kind of dopamine hit an addict like a gambler gets. Maybe with this radio thing, I can listen to and stretch and feed and play with the dogs before checking for messages and email. So even for someone like me who's been without a phone for over 5 years, and is like has 1 foot in the caveman mode cave already, it's going to be quite an adjustment, and I'm already starting to mourn all the things that I will not be taking with me. I mean, it's kind of like I'm going on a deserted island. It's kind of like, I met this guy once a long time ago. He said, I would love to just lock myself in a room with the piano for 1 whole year and do nothing, just play the piano and come out an excellent piano player. Or what's the blues, hellhound on my tail, Robert Johnson. I mean, it could be miraculous, the kind of change that can happen if you start practicing a lot. So who knows what I'll suddenly have time for, but hopefully I'll grow. You know, this whole thing is just like, I've been watching YouTube videos because I thought that they were helping me grow, but really I realized that they're not helping me that much, and so I'm going to work on developing some more skills and some more relationships. Okay, have a great week. Bye.